Gentlemen, ever find yourself pondering over whether events unfurling before you are a stroke of good fortune or just the opposite? If you want to unravel the secrets to staying composed and in command of your thoughts, then you've got to pay close attention to what's coming up. Consider this: an eagle swoops down and snatches up a serpent. Victory for the bird or tragedy afoot? On the surface, one might applaud the eagle's successful hunt. But what if this serpent was among the last of its shimmering, iridescent kind clinging to survival? A twist which paints the eagle's act in a shade more somber. Now, let's flip that coin one more time. This mighty bird isn't hunting just for sport, her nestlings are on the brink of starvation. Suddenly, the hunt takes on a new hue of necessity, doesn't it? The sobering reality Mother Nature presents us with is that occurrences like these are neither inherently good nor bad. They simply are. Amidst her wild tapestry, this is but a thread in the grand scheme, where extinction and survival dance in eternal tandem. Yet, we're not creatures of instinct alone. Humanity crafted the notions of good and bad to steer communities toward collective triumph. By deeming certain actions bad and others good, we forged civilizations that could outlast nature's brutality. Fast forward to present day. This dichotomy is practically etched in our DNA, embedded in our daily judgments. However, here's the conundrum. What we brand as bad tends to summon a host of less than desirable sentiments. Anxiety, envy, anger. They all slink in when bad is the label plastered on the world around us. Now these emotions, in moderation, serve a purpose. They're signposts guiding us toward actions that secure our continued existence. But when bad becomes the recurrent chorus of our internal monologue, it's akin to willingly drinking poison. Imagine the energy drained by perpetually viewing life through a lens marked bad. It's an allure that saps magnetism from even the most charismatic among us. So how do we combat this insidious habit? Gentlemen, I challenge you. When you catch yourself swamped in negativity, throw this question into the mix: is it truly bad, or merely an event free of moral color? I've been asking myself this for the past year: does an eagle's feast on a rare snake constitute something bad? The truth is, this mental exercise is personal. Craft one that prompts you to ponder the veracity of good and bad as more than mere constructs. The more you practice this, the clearer you'll see the world. And clarity brings understanding, not a tidal wave of negative emotions, providing you a reprieve from the storms within. Before we progress, I want to take a brief pause to say, if you're finding value in this conversation, then consider joining our community. Just by subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and smashing that notification bell, you are on your way to mastering the insights we unravel here, becoming a calmer, more centered you. Moving on, imagine how shedding the bad label can liberate not just your mood, but also those around you. It's a ripple effect of positivity, an infectious current. Think of it as an invitation to a more serene life, one where understanding supersedes unwarranted stress. Perhaps this recalibration of thoughts could rank among the most seductive qualities to possess. To see the world not in the stark contrast of good versus bad, but as a vast array of occurrences ripe for interpretation. Embrace this eagerness to understand, rather than the ease of judgment. Let the events of life be merely that, events. Unmarked by our bias, they lose the power to unbalance us. In conclusion, when you next face life's myriad scenarios, ask yourself not if they are good or bad, but what they truly represent in the grander canvas. Strive for tranquility not by dulling your senses to the world, but by elevating your perception above the fray. It's within this elevation that you'll not only find peace but perhaps uncover a hidden strength previously obscured by the guise of negativity. So, I leave you with this question today. What will you tell yourself the next time you're inclined to judge an outcome as good or bad? Will you let old habits dictate your response, or will you challenge the narrative, transforming your worldview and, consequently, your life's journey? And should this dialogue have offered you some significant value, consider contributing a token of your gratitude. Your appreciations, in any measure, fuel further exploration into the profound topics we dissect here. For those keen to do so, the link awaits in the description below. Until next time, gentlemen, wield your thoughts with precision and care. For in them lies not just the reflection of your world, but its very shape. Greetings, my ambitious friends. Imagine the power of shaping your reality with just a tweak in your beliefs. Intrigued? You should be. Today, I'm diving into an insight that's wildly underestimated, yet it wields the power to entirely shift your perception. Let's start with a fascinating audio clip that's been swirling around social media. You're about to listen to a soundbite that appears to say green needle. Now, focus and tell me what you hear. Heard green needle, right? But what if I revealed that this very clip also vocalizes brainstorm? No fooling here, listen closely once more. Astounding, isn't it? Without any auditory sleight of hand, your perception morphed hinging solely upon what you expected to hear. This is our mind's translator, at work, a rapid conversion of sensory information into a comprehensible experience. The sound waves didn't change, your mental language setting did. This translator shapes every sliver of our reality. It's the unseen hand that crafts our interactions, sways our social media interpretations, and subtly tints our worldviews. If our beliefs skew negative, we might contort a straightforward comment into a personal affront. We see through the lens of self-criticism, blame ourselves, and spiral into dejection. Flip this on its head. What if you stand firm in the belief of your own value, noting your charisma and worth? The same circumstances, yet your translator presents a benign version free from self-incrimination. Your mental setting, these deep-seated beliefs, sculpt the reality that manifests in your thoughts. And if happiness evades you, perhaps it's time to recalibrate this setting. Change the frequency, and a more positive narrative emerges. To revise your translator's settings, you could consult a mental health maestro, someone who navigates these mindscapes with finesse. Or, you could author your own change through diligent repetition, crafting affirmations, journaling gratitude, mantras during meditation, or surrounding yourself with poignant reminders. Or, prove to yourself that these negative beliefs are a mere mirage. How? By achieving. By showing up for yourself in places others won't, like the gym. Statistically, if you're regularly hitting the gym, you're already outpacing the vast majority. That's palpable, hard evidence that you're not the lazy archetype your mind sometimes insists you are. At this point, if you find value in what I'm sharing and you want to revamp your personal reality, consider subscribing to this channel. Make that commitment to yourself. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon, and let's tackle this transformation together. Now, I'm leaving you with this. What actions are you going to implement from today's insights? How will you recalibrate your translator and shape the life you aspire to lead? For those who found this enlightening and deem it worth investing in, feel free to acknowledge that. A tip is always appreciated and can be done through a link in the description proportional to the value you receive. Let's shape our thoughts, reform our realities, and strive for a life that echoes our highest beliefs. Until next time, stay tuned and continue forging your path to success. Greetings, my ambitious friends. It's Max Sterling here to share an insight that might just change the way you approach your daily routines and skyrocket your productivity. Imagine a simple change in the opening seconds of your day that leads to an avalanche of success. Are you ready to master that pivotal moment? We'll embark on a journey through the wisdom of Twyla Tharp, a legendary dance choreographer who, despite being well into the golden years of her career, still dedicates 2 hours each day to training. But here's the kicker: Tharp's focus isn't on the grueling dance sessions themselves. Instead, she zeroes in on what seems like a trivial prep habit: dressing for practice and hailing a cab. This, my friends, is her decisive moment, the one she conquers to trigger a chain reaction of dedication and discipline. Tharp's revelation is profound habits are mere portals, not final destinations. They're akin to jumping on an entrance ramp, which is bound to integrate you into the fast-moving highway of life's grander routines. Understand this crucial nexus, the cab and not the gym, and you'll see your actions naturally aligning with your purpose, setting the stage for the main event of personal progress. Let's take this wisdom and apply it to our lives, shall we? Picture the start of your day. You sit down at your desk with a critical choice. You open Evernote to begin crafting your next masterpiece, or do you succumb to the lure of ESPN's latest sports update? The outcome of the ensuing hour hinges on that initial 30-second decision. If you muster the strength to focus on your writing, you'll ride a wave of momentum that carries you forward through a sea of productivity. This is the essence of building habits, recognizing that life's script can be rewritten by altering a mere handful of pivotal moments. What we need is a strategy to shape our surroundings, plug into a network that encourages growth, and recalibrate our habitual responses to ensure that these gateways pave the way to a day brimming with achievement. The science of habit formation illustrates that when we repeat an action often enough, it becomes second nature. Our brains wire themselves to initiate these actions, almost on autopilot. So the question becomes, which autopilot settings will you choose? Those that steer you towards aimless scrolling or those that guide you to the realms of unbridled creativity and effectiveness? In the course of the day, there are several switch points and moments that decide whether we advance or stagnate. Let's cultivate awareness around these moments, redesign our spaces for success, select companions who uplift us, and articulate rituals that edge us closer to our peak selves. After all, we are the architects of our own daily routines, and every day, we lay down the foundations of our future. Remember, habits have domino effects. Topple the right one, and you set a cascade of positivity in motion that is hard to stop. It is within these small, decisive moments where our power lies. Harness this power, and you'll stride towards a life where achievement and success are not just possibilities, they are inevitable outcomes of your carefully constructed daily practice. Now, while this channel has always been a trove of insights, I encourage you to not just consume but apply. After subscribing, smashing that like button, and ringing the notification bell, ask yourself, which habits will I transform to unlock a cascade of productivity? What will be your hailing the cab moment today? Before you go, if you've gleaned value from this dialogue and wish to offer a token of appreciation, a tip link awaits in the description. Your support fuels the wisdom to come. May your decisive moments today lead you to a wealth of success. Until our next exchange, channel your inner strength and keep building the empire of you.